Okay, the queue is taking much longer than I was expecting. I mean, I saw 7 minutes. I'm like, oh, cool, 7 minutes, nice. That's definitely doable. I thought because like it's always been kind of shit in the when I try to do it earlier in the day. So I thought, oh, well, maybe by now it'll be fine. I'll get a much faster pop. But I guess, I mean, it's what 2 days after the patch came out, so it's, I guess everyone's focusing on the new stuff, not queuing up as much for it. I mean, it's not as bad as like if I try queuing it in earlier in the day, it's like a 30-minute wait. So the fact that it's even estimated to be less than 30 is still good. It just kind of sucks that it seems to be taking that long. I was kind of hoping for a less than 5 minute thing. Maybe I just need to wait like a week. Maybe next week when I try again, it'll be better. And I still have the main story to do, so I'll just continue on with this in the meantime. Luckily, I did the unskippable thing beforehand.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please.
Of course. I should warn you, though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bit.
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of bitter shit.
I understand completely. The allure of something...
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
They're certainly well liked. But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to...
Your Majesty, is that you?
I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen's...
you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom.
Bye! Not Queen Sphene!
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me.
I mean, we know her. I mean, they know of you.
No place here.
But yeah, obviously they don't personally know you. It's gotta be rough.
Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta suck that, you know, it's been hundreds of years later, but on the bright side, when you went to sleep, or when you were paralyzed, when you were rendered unable to act or think, oh shit, when she was rendered unable to act or think, holy shit. Oh, this pattern, oh my god, it's 10 minutes in on the first boss? Are you kidding me? How are these people this trash? I was like 10 minutes in and on the second boss. This is literally the first boss. And there's a shitload of people dead. How are so many people dead? How are so many people this stupid? Like, this is an easy fucking boss. Like, even on day one. I don't think we wiped to the... Well, actually, no, maybe we did. Because we got too many people. Actually, no, I don't think we wiped. I know a lot of people died when they got smacked off the edge. But, like, how is everyone dead? Yeah, they're like, oh, turn off all effects. Dude, I have like full effects. Well, actually, no. I have full effects for myself, limited for everybody else. Maybe that's what they mean. I was like, Jesus Christ, they're trash.
Now to send you packing!
Yeah, it's far more flashy. It's like, dude, are you kidding me? If you can't like, avoid... Jesus Christ. If you can't avoid AoEs, you're kind of an idiot. Like... Jesus Christ, so many people just died just then. I don't know why they died. Like, did they die because that was a gather marker? Could have been. If you're if you're complaining about flashy effects, then you're completely fucking stupid. Like, you are really fucking dumb if a flashy effect is what's stopping you from victory. Oh my. And they're blaming boss. But the boss effects, really? The boss doesn't do anything that flashy. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so obviously Princess... Oh, there they are. He's a complete moron. Now, I'd like it to be successful. Oh, wow, one of the healers left. One of the healers died and then fucked off. Now... Jeez, yeah, like it's hard. It's hard. It's like it's 14 minutes in. It's 14 minutes in. Like, are they close to? Is it close to dead? Is it 14 minutes of them trying real hard, but because of initial fuck up that? So, like, my question is, am I wasting my time trying to clear this with this group? It feels like I am going to be, because it feels like these guys are complete morons.
By the light of the dawn.
Yeah, like he says, as soon as I can, been resting for 10 minutes straight. So it's like, yeah.
Now to send you
So the question is, I could just go to the Goblin train. I could just take. Actually, that thing is leaving this party wouldn't even fuck me over that much. So yeah, let's do that. One, I don't know if we're going to be successful, so I'll just go to the Goblin train. I need more crystals anyway. I've been selling so much materia and not running trains for so long that that I am low. I've drained all my crystal stock. Oh no, shit, wrong one. Okay, let's go to Goblin. And A rank in gold. There we go. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead. And then after that, I'll just do Frontline Roulette. I don't think I'm going to bother. Because the queue, I was hoping for a fast queue. Usually, like Alliance Raid Roulettes as DPS are usually pretty quick. I think the only reason why it's a little slow this time is because there's too much new content that's distracting players. So some players are going to go do the, do the normal raid. Some people are going to go do the trial. Some people are going to be farming the extreme trial. And then of course there's the stuff that people normally do anyway. Like there's still the people doing old raids, chaotic alliance raids. Like it could be that there are some people who didn't do chaotic alliance because they just weren't playing the game at the time, waiting for a new big patch of content to come out. And so now they're just going to go through everything, including the stuff they've missed. So it's understandable that not everyone, that the queues aren't going to be amazing, but either way, it's fine. I'll just maybe try again tomorrow. I have the entire week to do it, and realistically, because we're not capped on any of the shit, I can just keep running it over and over again. But I generally just want to do it once a week. There's no real need to go through it over and over and over again. I do want all the gear, but there's no need to just keep blasting it over and over again. No hunt. Okay, let's get my own. And head on over. Yeah, it's like 14, like it being 10 minutes in, and you show up and everyone's dead. That's not a good sign. Like 10 minutes in, they shouldn't be done with the first boss. Like the boss doesn't take that long. Obviously, it's the deaths that have fucked things up. It's the deaths. The deaths are the reason why it's been taking so long. But then when you see people constantly dying over and over again, you're just like, I don't know. It's even more exacerbated when you see people blaming the flashy effects, and you're just like, dude, if you can't play the game with all effects on, then you go kind of dumb. Like, it's one thing if you're new. If you're brand new, sure, yeah, with all effects on, that is incredibly distracting. But and then, especially when they're blaming the boss's effects, I'm like, what? Like, I'm on full effects. The boss doesn't have effects. Like, the boss doesn't do anything. It has the arrows. It has the punching the ground thing with the concentric circles. Every effect that the boss has is pretty understated. Unless you're talking about what the boss is actually doing. But it's like, well, why are you paying attention to what the boss is actually doing? Like, there's an indicator somewhere that will tell you what to do, right? You just pay attention to you don't have to look at the boss to do shit. So that's what's so weird. Is that they're just like, yeah. The boss's effects are too bad. It's like, if you're looking at the boss's effect, if you're looking at the boss and getting waylaid by the effects, then you're kind of an idiot. How did you get to level 100 and do any content if you're not paying attention to the ground and the other actual effects? I don't know. It's generally, an excuse like that is dumb. Like, you're a bad player if you're going to use an excuse like that. It's just, it's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's just like, if you have to use an excuse like that, there are other excuses that are fine. Oh wow, what the fuck? It's like there are other effects where it's like like, oh, I wasn't paying attention or I was greeting, you know. I've gotten fucked over by effects when I'm a black mage, and I'm just like, shit, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? I can probably get this cast off, and no, you can't. Or you think, I can get this cast off, and then ethereal manipulate to this guy, and I'll be safe. But then the guy moves just out of range, so you can't AM to them right away. And so then you get fucked, you're like, shit. And then you start running towards them, or try to find someone else you can AM to, but you don't in time, and you get hit. So it's like, yeah. Because I have to pre-plan that shit. It's one of the disadvantages of being console, is that it's hard to... You can't mouse over card. Well, I mean, you can, but it's far more of a pain in the ass. It's just generally not worth it. So you can't really mouse over. You can't really mouse over, so there's no real point in trying. It's better just to use the D-pad to go through your party list. And I don't think you can ethereal manipulate to non-party members too, so it's better just to go up and down on the D-pad to find your party. Okay, there's another one. Nice. So, yeah. Oh my god, seriously, dude? You're doing relay spots? What the fuck's wrong with you? This is kind of annoying. I don't like relay points. I'm always fast enough. Like I've done this so often. I know exactly how to find. I'm super fucking quick at teleporting. I'm able to get there pretty quick. Usually, I'm not the one getting bumped back. So no relay points doesn't really affect me because I'm super quick. And you know I'm on a PS5, so my load times are super quick too. So. People who get fucked are the people with long load times who aren't doing it right away, for one. So like, if they're not teleporting immediately themselves, then your load time sucks. Like even if you're not doing it yourself, that will delay you a second or two. You have to wait for someone else to do it, and even if they're someone who's doing it right away, you know, it still takes like a second for the teleport request to come in. So sometimes it still takes a while.
Obviously, he was starting off for the post-radio thing that they were transitioning it to.
But yeah, that's unfortunate that my Q was useless. It would have been nice if that was because when I saw it was like 10 minutes in, I'm like, awesome. Because I mean, to be fair, I'm doing it for the loot, so missing out on a boss is kind of not a good thing, because I want each chest worth of loot. I want to, especially because what I need is casting boots, and boots drop from the first chest. So if they had beaten the first boss, that would be one less chest that I could get the boots. So so that would have been unfortunate. But even more unfortunate is the fact that they hadn't even beaten the boss, which is like, oh shit. So it's like, and like that's one of the easier bosses too. Like, well, actually no, I think there's a few insta-death conditions that boss has, like being smacked off the edge, and most of the time, people aren't going to get hit by it, aren't going to get fucked like that. So like most of the time, what's going to happen is that yeah, so so they're going to get... Oh, here it is. So yeah, so
enemy, but we covered the glorious sneak preview. We're so distracted.
So it's like, it's good that, it's like, cool, like I would have been able to roll in the first chest, but it's just really bad luck. Because, like, if you're fucking up on the first boss, like, I think even day one, week one, there wasn't a wipe on that boss. I think the only boss we actually wiped on was, like, the last boss. We might have had one wipe, perhaps, simply because we lost too many people, because when you don't know what the punchback is, you can get fucked super easily. Like, if you don't know, oh, okay, you have to figure out how many wait for it she says, and that's which of the trajectories is going to apply, you know? When you don't know that, yeah, it's super easy to get fucked. So, so maybe we did have a wipe on that one, but Fenrir doesn't really have that many insta-kill conditions. So, and even still, I think my very first day one clear of the Alliance raid didn't have a wipe on that. I don't think so. I think we had a lot of deaths, but I think we were able to recover and continue. But it's also possible we died in that one. But we definitely didn't die to Fafnir, and we definitely didn't die to the second boss. For the third boss, I mean. The quintet. So, we definitely didn't die to the quintet. Because while there's a lot of effects going on, there's not enough of them to completely fuck you over. Like, you can die. There's a lot of like ways to die, but you have to kind of get hit by a lot of things. And usually, if it's something like that, a healer can usually recover you or keep you alive for maybe an extra hit. But like for the first boss, it's like, yeah, if you miss up the wait for it timing, and you blast off the edge, that's instant death. It's kind of similar for the last boss too. Is that if you get hit by one of his swords, you're pretty much fucked. Because like, if you get hit by one of his swords, not only does it do a fuckload of damage, but it also applies a bleed, and a heavy bleed at that. So it's like, there's pretty much no way in hell you're going to survive that. Because there's no way in hell your healer will be able to... Your healer probably didn't pre-prep it, right? So your healer probably didn't shield you to survive it. So that you have enough health by the end of it that that they can get off a heal for the bleed. So usually what happens is you get smashed, your health is like 10%, and then you get a bleed to knock off the other 10%. Like you get a bleed tick and then it kills you. That's kind of what happens. So... So anyway, either way, yeah. So like, we definitely had wipes on that one. Wait, what? Oh fuck! There's instances here. Shit. I was not paying attention. I didn't realize. I didn't pay attention to the patch notes. I didn't pay attention to the patch notes and say that I didn't hear that they were instancing this. It makes sense though, because the Alliance, or not the Alliance, the raid takes us to this location. So it's just going to be more populated as people are doing the raid, which is fine. What the fuck? Why not moving? There we go. Must have been stuck behind something. So yeah. So, I mean, on the bright side, I get tomes for this. That's cool. I don't really need them. I don't think I'm going to be as on the ball for tomes as I was. Usually, I would be like, oh, I'm gonna log in. I'm gonna log in a ton of times. You know, I'm gonna log in every single week. Or I'm gonna log in, do a few trains, because usually I'm just like AFKing in the game because I'm not doing anything else. I'm just like, yeah, AFKing in the game and reading in the meantime. But now I'm actually getting into and playing a lot more other games as well. So like, I'm not AFKing in the game, so I'm not seeing so I'm not making hunt trains as much.
Sometimes his career is struggling.
And I'm not like, and it's just for tomes. It's like, yeah, I could tome my characters out. I can get them in the tome gear as quickly as I possibly can, but it's like, to what end? Like, because I was doing that. I was working it, where I was. I was working where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna. So like basically, by the time the next patch came out, I had already gotten max tomes, or I'd gotten tombstone gear for all my characters, with the exception of maybe like one or two that maybe had alliance raid gear. So it's essentially the same eye level, so I didn't bother. But even then, sometimes I did anyway, because I would augment it the next patch comes out. So it's like, you know, I would typically have that a lot, have that kind of done a bit. But it's just like, yeah, there's no real point, right? Because obviously, when the next patch comes out, all that shit.
There is no sign of anyone else in the room, and picking evidence they had abandoned to them, the police determined that George had suffered from depression and was staying in the city. It's not that bad.
So it's just like, yeah, I would not really bother try that hard, because like I can try, right, and get the chance of gear, but like to what end, right? Like, is there a point? Not really. There's no real need to do it. Like, as long as I get a few characters that max got good gears, that's all that really matters. So. So. Because like because I'm not gonna be like logged into the game, and it's not like super hard to log in. But like I have to pay attention to my Discord calls. I have to pay attention to Discord, so that I could like get the pings and stuff, and when the train goes off and do it. Or I could do the expert roulette, because that's actually what I used to do back in Stormblood. That's what I was doing essentially in Stormblood. Having Sword in Stormblood, I was just doing expert roulettes to max my tomes, because you only need to do expert roulette 5 times a week, with nothing else. Like just doing 5 expert roulettes would max out your tomes. So you might need to do less if you were doing other things as well, like give you tomes. Yeah, like the Alliance raid, like the Alliance raid, like the raid, like other things. So it's like, you know. So maybe I would only need to do 4, but like basically that's kind of what I was doing. And then in Stormblood, it became really popular, and that's when like hunt trains really kicked off. Is that starting in Stormblood, people were like, "Hey, you know what we should do? We should just like scout out all the scout out all the A ranks, and just go do them back to back in a big group, because we are able to do it super fucking quick." Like before then, people would just kill them whenever, and that's kind of when sniping A ranks was kind of the most frowned upon, because like that's what most of the community was. That was what the community was starting to do, but it wasn't as well known. And then you just got random people who just do it for fun and be assholes. Like there were definitely some people who were just like, yeah, we're dicks, so we're gonna do this, knowing that there are people who do trains. So. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah. So it's and then Stormblood is when it started becoming a thing, and then pretty much after Stormblood, everyone was doing it. Like hunt trains were far more well known, and as known as a very good source of tomes, and so like hunt link shells were super big. I don't think we had as many hunt discords. I think we still did, but I think a lot of it was more like, I think because we didn't have data center travel, so it was like, yeah, a link shell was all you needed. Like, sure, just get a link shell with enough people. Like, create a few link shells, you know, and that's all you needed. Just have a bunch of link shells, make sure to shout it out, and that's it. You're like, sure, Discord helped for people who are on Discord, but like, with a nice web of link shells was all you really needed. But then cross-world travel happened, and DC world travel happened, and so with that, link shells were not nearly as useful, because cross-world link shells only allow far fewer people. So my victim answer. Actually, wait, no. I guess I might as well queue up for it as whatever, so I can look good in the cutscenes. Okay, but now I'm not going to do Jeuno. I'm just Frontline Roulette. Because all my characters are max level. I haven't worked at all for these. Just got my goldsmith up so I can meld materia easily. But everything else I've been kind of slacking off on. Although, that was before when I had combat class to the level. So if I was going to spend some time in the game, I would level combat class. Now that all of them are leveled, I just have my Fizz Rain's role quest to do. And then all role quests will be done. Except, I think there's a new one that was added. A capstone role quest, I think, when all are complete. Which I'll probably do as well. But then it's like pretty much all combat-related stuff is done. Although I haven't done the Hildebrand one at all this patch. Or this expansion yet, so I still have the starter quest ready for me. But I know like the starter quest is not doing anything. Like it doesn't cover much shit. Usually it's the Hildebrand quest that's going to be in this patch, later in the patch, that I think will actually start being zany and crazy and fun. Usually like the opener, usually the first quest is relatively mild. It's setting the stage. So all the really funny stuff doesn't happen till later. Oh yeah, I forgot. They added role quests. Dude, why are we fighting the one down there when we're losing to red? Okay, these guys are idiots. Like, blue's attacking us, which means if we just defend R1 that we have, yellow, if they're going to push in, they're going to push in on blue. So we're going to go out, we're going after yellow. Well, actually, I mean, to be fair, we should be going after yellow because yellow's winning by far. But it's crazy that... fuck it, I guess we're just going to abandon that and just fuck over yellow. But yeah, I forgot about my, my little quest. Yeah, I think our team is stupid. I think our team is shit. The fact that we're not going after yellow, there's one back here and going after blue, we're fucking stupid. What the hell? That we literally just got that tower. How is that the one that pops? Are you kidding me, dude? But yeah, it's super unlucky too, because a tower pops right as blue is pushing. So it's like if blue hadn't pushed. Yeah, we're pretty much fucked. Actually, no, we're doing relatively. I'm surprised. We're doing surprisingly well. I thought we were kind of fucked because like blue took that thing, and now we're not getting shit. Now yellow's pushing us because like they're smart, and blue's just leaving them alone because they're stupid. So the question is blue going to go after the main one, or are they going to try to fuck us over? Dude, why is our entire team going after it? We can win if we just stayed and took the fucking... Dude, if we took the blue one, we could win. Actually, we're kind of winning already because we're crushing. But still, it's like, dude, I guess it's because they're being pinched, but goddamn, dude, like, do we even have that node? I don't think we even have that node. We're just doing it off of vibes. Oh, we actually got it. That's surprising. God damn it, being unable to do my fucking abilities. Having 3 guys here, are you fucking kidding me? We have no one fucking helping this? Jesus Christ, we just need a small force. I mean, we're still kind of winning as long as we can defend that tower big enough, well enough. I shouldn't have gone in like that. Now we can just win it on pure kills. Actually, no, we don't even need it. We have that tower. We can win it based on... Oh, shit, no, it disappeared. Crap. Okay, now we need to win by kills. Oh, look, there's a guy over here ready to be killed. Let's go kill him. Okay, cool, we won. Nice. That was really lucky, because like we were not focusing on the actual objectives for the most part. We were just going after kills, which we are still able to do it because our team is fucking insane. Like, our team is fucking crazy good. Like, look at the... yeah, well, actually, the kill count is not as nearly as high, but this is also a shorter match. Because if you look at this guy, there's not a single one on this team that has over 5 kills. And yeah, that's the thing. Not a single one on this team, and this is the second place team. Third place, which is where they were getting fucked. There's a few that got... oh, there's a 110. There's 110, but if you look at ours... ours? A lot of over 5 kills. We had a lot of battle highs. I remember when we were by our base... when we were next to our base, I noticed that... I noticed that there was a shitload of people on our side that had battle highs. I was like, oh shit. We got some good players. But yeah, like generally the only, well, really, so the only reason we won is that our team was really good. Now you might think, well, no shit, right? No, I mean, like, we weren't going after the objectives properly. So realistically, we should have lost. Whoops. Realistically, we should have lost. We just got super lucky and didn't. Oh, cool. So people are still buying these. So, like, yeah, like, we should have lost. We were not focusing on the objectives enough. We definitely let way too many instances where oh shit, I'm out of these too. Okay, I'm tapped out on these. Can't, I either have to start joining more hunt trains to get more crystals to sell, but I'm pretty much fucked at this point. Like, there's no way to do it. Like, that's kind of what I need to do, and that's what I usually was doing, is I was doing hunt trains enough, like, throughout the entire patch to cap my tomes, that I would just so right now, like, in like about a month, less than a month, in a few weeks' time probably, the prices of material is going to drop like a rock. And they'll be pretty low for the rest of the patch. They'll only bump back up again when we're looking for new players, or when we get new gear and people need to rematerial their crafted gear. So, okay. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I can't bind it to. But yeah, I forgot. So they added these, and I didn't. Because that's what some of the ones were, where they were just doing big AoE attacks. It's super easy to dodge, but you can get lucky and fuck people over. It's also super good in matches like that, where you're going after objectives. Because then, as a caster, what you can do if you go off, is just use Comet and do it right over one of the objectives. You put Comet right over one of the towers, and no one can get the tower. It's a similar harassment campaign that. Yeah, realistically, these aren't great. These are definitely much better. These are pretty cool. These are pretty cool, right? And generally, actually, Rust is probably the most broken one. Rust will be insanely good. The problem with this is only a single target, and it's like 5-second duration, but it's like 30. It's a 1/3 uptime, which is actually pretty good. So I guess that's actually pretty cool. With 15 seconds, you can do a lot. This one is pretty interesting. This one is cool and good, but the fact that you can get around it easily enough is like, it's not really worth it. It'd be fun to carpet bomb stuff. Like, yeah, if there's objectives where it's like, oh, people need to hang around, like, especially in the crystal, like, when you have to do shatter crystals, you can just, lay a comet right on the crystal. Not only does it do damage to the crystal, but any melee people who are nearby would also get hit. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I was planning on. Well, I was actually planning to do my Alliance raid, but that kind of got fucked, so I will do it tomorrow, maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all